You know what? I have an idea. Do you guys want to be part of a YouTube video? I'm going to change the title now and we're going to make it Q&A with Pimp. So yeah, we're going to do a Q&A. You guys can ask whatever you want. Sounds cool? Okay, so chat, open for questions. What was your biggest mistake during an official match? The biggest mistake during an official match. I can maybe even find that. That'll be kind of funny actually if that is still on the YouTube. I'll try to look for it. Playing against Na'Vi in the do or die game. We're supposed to win the game. Winner of that game goes into the major and we lose, not because I make a mistake, but I was part of the mistake, and that is the most tilting moment of my Counter-Strike career. I can show it to you right here. I'm gonna find the clip so you guys can see. Actually, this is a very cool question. This game, winner of this game goes to the the major playoff, right? I was a rifler in Copenhagen Wolf. We're playing against Na'Vi. I'm playing the bomb here. Look at the round. Got the bomb down. It's a 3 versus 3. Edward is having a CC. This is a round we're supposed to win. Winner of this game. This round is worth more than $100,000. More than $100,000 worth it. What happens right here is that Hiko is making a big mistake on catwalk. He's peeking out here. He's not supposed to peek out here. Edward comes up along. I kill him. So look at this round now. Look at this round now. Look at that shit. Look at what happened right there. Hiko leg shots this guy. Fighting him, which he shouldn't have done. It's a 3 versus 2. They have to retake the bomb site with an AWP, with an M4, and we have all the positions. He's missing the shot. He's only leg shotting him. I'm right here in this position. I get shot down by the AWP and seized. Oh, he's gonna hit that shot with the CC, and we end up goddamn losing this round. It goes into OT and we lose the game. What is your take on Fallen joining Liquid? I think it's a good move. I think it's a very good move. I think Fallen fits the bill. I think Fallen is a great individual player. I think he is a matured in-game leader. He brings a lot of experience. And the role he is playing within Liquid, being the AWP player as well as the in-game leading role, that is perfect. That's how it worked with Nitro in Liquid. He was playing the main op role while in-game leading. And Fallen, with all due respect, is a better AWP player than Nitro have ever been. Is he the same amount of caller? Is he better caller than Nitro? I think so. I personally think that Nitro is a better rifler, a big secondary rifler, and had a lot of potential in that role. So having Fallen in on Team Liquid, he's a better player, a better fit than Nitro ever was. And with Nitro, Liquid were the best team in the world. So nothing tells me that this iteration of Team Liquid is not going to be good. Of course, they lack Twist, they lack a lot of firepower in that sense, but they're bringing in some more with Fallen. They have a leash. They have Stu2K, who needs to be enabled. For me, it's making it, breaking it. It's not Fallen, it's Stu2K. If he gets back to his good level, Liquid are going to be one of the best teams in the world. Again, if Stu2K is still going to struggle for the next 6 months, I think he will be the next to go from Team Liquid. So Fallen is a great pickup, but I think the difference maker is going to be Stu2K. Who's your favorite player on Astralis? I don't have a favorite player, to be quite honest with you. I've always liked Sipnix. I think he's always been cool, always chill, always unique. Trust me, I played with all the players on Astralis. I played with a lot of different players. I played with North American players. I've been living over in North America for a year as well. The most calm player and the most unique player I've ever been playing with is Sipnix. Did you find it hard to play for a long time with a lazy eye? Yes, I did. It's not easy. You can see in my eyes they are not as they're supposed to be. My mom unfortunately didn't cook me finish in the oven. I've always been cross-eyed. I always had a lazy eye, and truth to be told, I've told you guys this before, but if you do this exercise, you close one of your eyes, right? You close one of your eyes. This is how I'm looking. This is what I see. I can only focus with one eye at a time. I have 2 eyes. I can choose what eye I'm watching with, but I can only focus and watch with one eye at a time. I cannot use both my eyes at the same time. So of course, that's not an advantage. I've never used it as an excuse. I've never been like, I can't make it as a pro because I have a lazy eye. I can only see one eye at a time or stuff like that. That was never gonna stop me, and I never ever have said in any interviews or never ever blamed it on anything, you know. If I wasn't good enough, it was because I didn't put in the work or anything like that. But there's no doubt that it has not been a good thing for me, you know. A normal sight would probably make me slightly better at the game. I think that would be realistic to say. Is Counterstrike more tactical now than it were in 2014 and 2015? Without a doubt. It is way more tactical on the top level, and it's kind of fun because nowadays, you see me play FACEIT a lot, and FACEIT has gone to a complete shit show. FACEIT and the culture within FACEIT, not the FACEIT platform, that is a great platform. Make no mistake, FACEIT has done fantastic for Counter-Strike, and without FACEIT, we wouldn't be where we are today. 128 tick servers and a fantastic system. No, but the players using FACEIT, us, the culture being built up within FACEIT. You see some of these level 10 players with 3,000, 2,500, maybe even 4,000 elo. They have no understanding. They have no idea about what it takes to be a good teammate or a good Counter-Strike player. They can be a good individual on the server, no doubt, Otherwise, you never ever get to the point where you're up on that level. But as a teammate, as a player, they have no idea. That's gone to complete shit. Whereas for the teams today, they are very tactical. You need to be a team player. You need to be good at communicating. You need to understand rotations. You need to understand how to pressure a certain player, pressure with the grenades and all that kind of stuff. That's why there's such a big disconnect. And I think that's why there's so many talents going missing, because there's a lot of good aim players out there. Mechanical skill, aim skill, everyone can work their way up. But not all players have the mental capacity. Not all players have the understanding of the game. Not all players can be Saivu, and that is the biggest difference. In 2015, you'd be a god if you're playing level 10, face it, 3,000, 4,000 elo in the pro circuit. Today, you're not worth jack shit in that sense. You need so many other abilities, and that's why it's so much more tactical now. Do you ever look back on your legendary triple kill against Fnatic? I mean, yeah, sometimes I do look back on my, call it a legendary 3 kill versus Fnatic. It was a good one. The thing people miss in this one, you can see it right here for you if you want to. At this point, it's a 2 versus 3 against Fnatic. It's 14-14. The story to this clutch and why it's so significant for me, why it meant so much to me. This was the very first tournament I played with Team Liquid. The very first tournament I played with Team Liquid. Winner of this game moved into the semifinal. We're facing against Navi in the semifinal of ESL 1 New York. Loser would be out of the tournament. Very first tournament with Team Liquid. We bootcamped coming into this tournament, so it just meant the world. We won this round.
Hiko going down, Pimp gets one, and a follow through. He's out, Pimp with the triple kill.
And as you can see, this is bad pictures. This is actually bad shooting, bad production, because there was 10,000 people in this arena. I don't know if you can sense it behind it, but there's 10,000 people in this arena, and everyone was rooting for us. Everyone was going for Team Liquid. So that was a fantastic moment in my career, especially because it made us win the round. We went up 15-14, and we then qualified for the semi-final of our first tournament ever. That was very, very important. So that is probably one of the most significant plays I've made in my career. The individual play here is not necessarily that impressive, but the importance and the impact of the play made it one of the most enjoyable clutches of my time. Do you still talk to Hiko? I don't have contact to Hiko anymore, no. I used to talk to him a little bit, and I think he was a great teammate. He was fun to be around. He made a lot of fun. He was not always as serious as I would have liked him to when it came to practice and when it came to being a pro player. I think Hiko is a better streamer than he's a professional player, my personal opinion. Whether that has changed in Valorant, I don't know. But I think Hiko is a great dude, and he's never done anything to harm me or anything like that. So I can't say a bad word about Hiko. How did you improve your English? Well, my English has never been the best. In school, I was below average. I was maybe just average. I was not good. I was not bad. I was just plain average. When I was playing professional Counterstrike, I had to do more and more interviews. I had to do more and more stuff for my team. Nobody else wanted to do the interviews, so they would put the fat kid with glasses in front of the camera, and I just had to learn English. One of my first interviews ever was with Richard Lewis, and I can show you right here. This is how I started.
And like we expected. On Inferno we come forward. On Inferno we got forward behind. We got behind pretty fast, yeah.
What? No.
Yeah, so that's not the best English, right? That is some poor English, but that was my level. That was my level when I was 14, 15 years of age. Now 10 years later, I'm 25 today, and I think it's safe to say that I have grown into be much better at English. By no means is my English perfect. I can still get better. There's still some words I'm having a hard time pronouncing. My vocabulary can still grow, but I think my articulation and the way I speak English is at a decent level, or at least good enough for you guys to bear over with when you're watching me do my analysis and also the stream. So yeah, it's definitely grown better, but I learned by doing. What is the toughest thing about streaming? I think it's mentally staying on top of streaming. It's balancing, the balance between how much do you want to interact with the chat, how many of the idiotic trolls do you want to ignore, how much do you have to compromise as a person, personality wise, like how much of my personality do I need to hide for you guys to make it an enjoyable stream. The workload, I'm working way more than I should. I'm working on average 10, 11, 12 hours a day. I may only be live for 5, 6, 7 hours sometimes, but I still have hours of meetings, hours of setting stuff up, hours of signing profiles, answering on Instagram, answering on Discord, answering on mails, doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm very much stressed in the workload. But I think the toughest part is balancing, the fun with the seriousness. I like to be myself on my stream. I try to ignore as much as the stupid shit as I want, but I'm having a hard time doing that. Personality-wise, I'm a guy that if I see something that is beyond stupid, if I see someone in the grocery shop doing something that is beyond stupid or doing something that is disrespectful to someone else, I don't have a problem telling you in real life that you are a douche and you need to apologize or you need to fix whatever you do. And I will say that if I see you do it. The same kind of habit I sometimes get into when I do this on Twitch TV. If I see someone in the chat acting like a douche, if I see someone, you know, doing X, Y, and Z, then I'm pointing it out too much maybe, and I need to hide that a little bit. And I think the balance between that is tough. I have a question for the people on YouTube. Are you subscribed and have you smashed the like button? If you guys are not subscribed and haven't smashed the like button, make sure to do. The more subscribers I have and the more of you guys who are subscribing that smash the like button and subscribe, of course, to the YouTube channel, the better. It helps me out massively. So thank you so much for that. Great question, Melody. Great question. Back then you were a professional. What kind of team would you rather play for? I think I was pretty happy with the teams I played for. I played in Team Dignitas. We took a team and made it a top 6 team in the entire world. We were at certain points, you know, we started at the top 15 and we built our way up. That was in a period where me and AC were 2 of the best riflers and one of the best duos in the entire world. We easily a top 5 duo in the entire world. We were playing some insane Counterstrike at an insane high level. I was proud of that period. I think Liquid was a great challenge for me as well. I would of course have loved to be part of Astralis at the time when Astralis blew up. I was playing with the Astralis guys in Copenhagen Wolves. Basically, Copenhagen Wolves became TSM. TSM then became Astralis. So I played on Astralis before they became Astralis, but that is a long time ago, so it doesn't really count. I think that'll be it for now. I think this Q&A session was cool. There was a lot of good questions in the chat, so I'm sorry to those of you if you felt ignored. Why do you tilt your head out of the pro scene? Blah 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 blah. A lot of good questions. I will do another Q&A session. I'm thinking about doing like one every week, maybe making it a segment for every week. I really like this concept. I don't know if you guys liked it or if you have any feedback, then let me know. But yeah, so save those questions, you know, for next time around. Save those questions for next time where you're gonna do it again. Those were some good ones. I just don't want to take all the good ones from the get-go.